We have to make our center line first. And I put to center line. And then I mark here its bottom line on a sloper. So a side seam, notch. Okay, small dart here. And here my hip line and center front will be here. Okay, we have to confirm length from hip down because we make a little longer our back. Then I just from hip line make sure there is my hip here and my original line here. I mark where is my length of the side seam. Here, and then it will be my side seam. Everything is done. Then I just follow opposite way. I mark here side seam from hip 4 inches. I mark for you here 4 inches and 5/8 here this way, and we're done with side seam below hip. Then we have to start work with this area, and then you can see what we have to do here. First, it should be 8 1/4 total waist for front. It will be here portion 3 5/8 and 4 5/8 total. It will be 8 1/4. Then we make smaller our dart intake 1/8 from each side. From each side to release our waist. Okay, then it will be, I mark for you, it will be this way and this way 1/8 1/8. Then if I measure, it will be exactly 3 5/8. Then from this part, from new location of the leg, it will be my 4 5/8, and I have to increase my waist up to here. It's around 1/4. This one. It's clear. I just mark in red a new position of the dart. It will be here. And it will be here. New position of the dart. And then we have to change side seam because we add here to side seam. Then I have to put my ruler and blend my side seam. It will be up to here. Then I make this in red color. Then you know this is my manipulation to prepare our waist to mark yoke. Then it will be my side seam here. and it will be 3 and 5/8 this portion of the yoke, and then 4 and 5/8 it will be this portion of the yoke. Now what I have to do, close dart and mark yoke line and blend first this area because it will be a little bit not matched correctly. When you use color, then easier because you know what line you have to fold. I close, line to red line to red line. It will be like this, red line to red line, and here side seam, and here will be our waist, and I blend waist around dart. It will be here like this, and then I can make my waistline here, and it will be here, and this portion should be perpendicular to center front. After my manipulation, then I have to mark yoke 2 1/4. Then I mark 2 1/4 here, 2 1/4 here, and 2 1/4 here. It will be like this. I mark, and absolutely the same, 2 1/4 here, and 2 1/4 here. Then I mark on a red line. Here should be a straight line perpendicular to center front. It will be our yoke. Don't open dart, trace front yoke. Just make sure it will be patterned, then make enough paper to fold it together. I take from here. Then I match my center front here. And then it will be here, our yoke. Its line should be parallel to our waistline. Pieces will be front, but you have to make paper to fold, and it will be our yoke. Here it will be center front, and we make grain line at once parallel to original. It will be front yoke. Self 2 pieces. 2 pieces and fusible 2 pieces as well. 2 pieces as well. Okay, what I forget, mark, where is my notch? Where is my dart? It will be here. My dart, red line, it will be here, okay? It will be my notch here. Now I have to take my back yoke and put it together, side seam to side seam. First of all, we have to check length of the seam, which is the same. It's good. Then I put placement for notch, and you can see if I continue this line, it will be smooth line at the yoke seam. If I continue my waistline here, it will be smooth waistline, because on a sample, if you take a look on the side here, it will be smooth line here. Then I mark my notch here. Notch should be perpendicular to side seam. And then 2 pieces is done. Then this is our pattern, and we have to add half an inch all around seam allowance, waist 1/4 of an inch. Sometimes it's fabric very loosely, like boucle or something like this. We can add 3/8 seam allowance. Usually it's fused, then it's folded. Seam allowance will not seam allowance not framed and will not lost fabric. Okay, it's clear with this. Then we open our dart, and right now it's next manipulation. First of all, we have to get rid of this dart. Then we can't keep line like this. We have to smooth this line. And I use, for example, this color. And I blend my line here. And right now, my front will be with line like this. In the middle here will be my notch, which should be matched to yoke. Now we have to compensate, because right now this line much bigger, because dart is open. Then we have to measure. It will be 3/8. Then we have to take 1/4 from side seam here. I mark 1/4 here. And then 1/8 we keep for stitch in ease. Then it's here. It will be 1/8 of an inch ease. It should be stitched in. And usually, if you have more straight part and you have to put on the top curved part and stitch, then under piece naturally stitch with a little bit ease on a machine. And sometimes when you stitch 2 pieces, you have to slightly like hold under piece to prevent just slightly waved line. Okay, then I have to fix here. 1/8 will be here. As a result, my yoke here should be 1/8 shorter. We check this. Where is my ruler? And I have to close this. it will be my purple line, blue line, because this is belong to our manipulation here. Don't make this line too hooked. It will be like this. Then I measure here, and quarter I take from side seam, rest of this here. It's clear, guys? 1/8. Now, it will be good idea right now measure from here to here, front against back. Just in case it will be a little bit different, we can fix it. Where is my back? It's here. Then I put my hip to hip, and then I walk, and it's here. It's matched. Then it's not necessary doing anything. It's matched. If it's not matched, it can be like 1 pencil line or 1/16. Just blend it and make it equal. Then I take my front yoke and I walk around yoke. And then my seam here, and between this and this 1/8.
The ease.
It's what will be stitched inside. Okay. Then just make sure, maybe you need a little bit shift or maybe not. This one. No, it will be a little bit ease on this side and a little bit ease on this side. And then everything is fine. Any question about draft? We finish draft, and here 10 and a quarter, waist 8 and a quarter at front. Then I have to put grain line on a pattern. The grain line can be here, but on a draft we mark a grain line here, and it will be front. Then we have to trace front like this, and pattern will be like this. After you finish, you have to trace blue line, like this. Then put it here, and then back will be here. And we finish front. Seam allowance 1/2 inch for yoke line, for side seam. For hem, we have to add 1.5 inches, then fold our hem line, use tracing wheel, and trace our side seam here, and then open, and our hem will be a little bit extended here at the side seam, because our skirt taped like this. If you make straight line up to here, what happens when you fold, it will be not enough on this line, finish hem all around sweep. It's clear? Then it will be front. Then we have to take back and trace everything like this. Hem, fold, trace, open. It will be a little extended. 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches for hem. Then, notches, please open what I sent you and make sure you put correct notches. And repeat again, mark notches with red, blue, green circle. And then I know you use this notch. Then, center line should be here and vent mark here. Zipper. We already mark from top of the yoke. Then don't mark from this point down, because it will be incorrect. Just up to here. Then we have to support this part of the skirt with fusible. Where is our zipper? It should be fusible here, and it should be fusible on a vent, on a both pieces, on the left and or right. Then we have to cut pieces. When you add seam allowance, then mark this piece, mark this line, make a line here. It's width of the piece, including seam allowance, 7/8. It will be okay. And then here double notch, mark down 1 inch. It help you insert zipper and make nice bottom of the part, because fusible make fabric more stable. Then here it should be vent. And again I trace all around, and then pass center back line 1/2 inch and trace piece like this. Hemline, seam allowance, and here center line, and 1/2 inch I pass. Why? Because you have to fold vent on a fused portion of the line. Then it will be nice straight line, and end of the vent will be not stretched. Clear? Okay, then you understand how you can. Okay, self is ready. Fusible is ready. Then we have to make a line for lining. How we can do it? Where is my lining? As I told you, it should be front like piece of cake. I fold my hem and trace my lining. You can see here, I trace, it's my original line here, and I add through all lengths 1/8. And that's it. Then I mark here my hemline of the self when I fold line, and then I mark inside of the piece hem 1 inch. It should be folded 1/2 inch and 1/2 inch. If I fold like this, and then you can see it's my hem here, this is folded, and then difference between lining and self 1 inch. Everybody understand this? Then you can check yourself. Okay, this is will be front. Then we have to work with our back, and we have to fold our hem, and then we have to trace this part, and we have to increase length of this line. Yes? Then what we have to do? Mark guideline quarter above waist, then shift pattern, and then finish tracing of this line. Demonstrate. Okay, this is here. Everything.